Well, hey folks, Species 7 here, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another look at Guardians of Ember, an MMORPG by Insel Games, and, well, I have now just over 10 hours in. Not much for an MMO, level 14, so I haven't quite reached the split for my character yet, where I get to take on a second profession. Supposed to be meeting someone here. Let's just have a look around. That's nice. So, I thought though, since after all the key was given to me by the developers to do a little bit of gameplay and maybe some of my thoughts on this. Well, oh right, I think I helped this guy out. Shield. Ugh. Thank you. I don't actually use shields, but there you are. So I thought maybe what I would do here. Oh, okay, there's a mailbox. This is the first sort of quest hub kind of place I've reached. But yeah, like I said, I thought what I would do is let you guys know what I think so far up to level 14. But like I said, after 10 hours of play. The questing in the game, although it's enjoyable, it is pretty much, to this point anyway, exactly the same. And that's kind of unfortunate. Alrighty. You know, it involves basically going to a dungeon type setting, fighting the same, whatever they are, that you basically, okay, nope. It's this one that I want. Fighting basically boss versions of the same critter that you end up fighting out in the normal world. Goblins, I guess, is what they're meant to be. You see, now this one lights up again. Oh well. So yeah, you end up fighting a boss version of those after, you know, working your way through a suitable amount of minions. And so far, not with too terribly much extremists. I don't think I've actually died yet in the game. Oh, maybe I did early on. A master runesmith. Yeah. The other thing here is, of course, and I think it's not exactly stone merchant. Yeah, I've talked to all these people. I don't know that I like the fact that you have to wait till you hit level 15 to do any crafting. For one thing, you have so many opportunities. I think I've got, yeah, more than enough health potions. Thanks. You want to buy some? More than enough opportunities. Wow. To gather materials, I mean, I've got, you know, stack and a half of hard leather. In fact, I've gotten rid of everything that wasn't at least a blue level material or higher, or green level material or higher. I got rid of all the white level ones just because they were piling up so much. And yet, still no idea at all of... What do you sell? Oh, right, just potions. What do you sell? Some hunting vouchers. 100 for a 3-day, 3-day, or 3-day. Wow. Yeah. I don't know how many hunting vouchers I have, if any, to be honest with you. So yeah, it is really unfortunate, yeah, again, that there is not a capability to craft. I've got a lot of crafting materials here, and one of the things that makes it, you see, money is certainly not an issue. One of the things that kind of drags out that whole thing with not being able to craft this early on is the fact that I'm an arcanist. I should be using either a staff or a wand, which is what I assumed when I came into this I would be doing. I have no idea what's up with these people. Secret Jade. Oh, this is all high-end stuff apparently. And yet I found basically nothing for my trade. You know, I'm actually, now I mean, I can use certain other weapons. You can't use whatever you want. I've tried equipping it, you know, even if they were one-handed or whatever. Like I've tried equipping one-handed axes, etc., etc. Yeah, this is the one I want. And it just tells you it won't allow you to equip it. So, but it does allow me to equip, at least as near as I can tell, pretty much anything that the engineers can equip. And right now, that's what I have. I have a gun in one hand, and I have a short crossbow in the other. And I have not found anything for an arcanist that is even close to as good as the things that I found many levels ago. You know, if we look at my equipment at this point, you know, well, that's level 12, level 11. So, I mean, I'm keeping up, well, some of it we're keeping up with the levels. But, okay, level 8, and again, it's a gun. Level 9, it's a crossbow. I'm a level 14. So, yeah. And this stuff I end up changing up fairly regularly as I get it. It's not like I wonder what goes there, actually. What do I have? Oh, I don't have anything. Don't know why I even ask. But, yeah, without the ability to craft, I think it's really limiting what you can use for gear. Same thing with equipment, though. If you look, you know, my actual armor, right? This is pretty low, even for what you would consider an arcanist. You know, and then every once in a while, there'll be something like these, right? These are heavy armor. I shouldn't really wear them. Wow, is my damage ever low? Why? My damages should be up around 83. What have I done? What have I done? But, no, that's right. That's right. Oh, that is strange. I wonder if it's because I don't have something active. I don't think so. But it is nice to be able to respec pretty much any time. It's almost a necessity too, because the skills are another thing. They're very, very, very limited. You know, this is it for your primary skills that are going to go on your left mouse button. This is it for your secondary. And you may not want to push them all the way, right? Like this one I did because I'm kind of specializing in energy damage, which is not what I started with, but now that I'm not really an arcanist, it's better. You know, so I put enough points to get into this. This one is frost damage, and this one is frost damage, although it starts as an energy damage spell, and some healing, which is really nice, you know. So you got to be quite selective, but when you look at it, you know, there's only certain spells, or certain ones of these, that you're going to end up in the long range, you know, in the long run equipping, because you're going to want to go either energy or fire, frost, that type of thing. Because if you look again at your character stats, when you do these, rather than have, you know, strength, intelligence, blah, 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 it's done this way, right? Like, this putting points into blood is going to up frost damage, natural damage, instant healing, etc., 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 right? But you'll notice that energy damage isn't in there. Okay. If you look here, energy damage is here, along with Holy Fire, Toxin, Healing Affinity, and Healing over time. But frost damage isn't. So, yeah, you can sort of be real good at something, but not very good at everything. Right? And then this gives us a little bit of crit, and this one is for your attack speed and block chances. So, it's a really limited system of skills. Unfortunately. There we go. Now, that's not to say the combat isn't enjoyable, but... And you get some passive skills. At this point, I've got 4 of them. Again, they're not... Ooh, there's a little bit of a boss. But, oh, I need my pet. Come here, buddy. There you go. He goes and fetches all my stuff. So, yeah, the quests are quite repetitive. The gear doesn't seem to... at least as an arcanist, yeah. I'm not getting anything for my class at all. Which is unfortunate. And of course, normally you would simply... you know, craft something. Or buy something. Now, I haven't yet seen any kind of market. There may have been something in that other hub, but now that I do have a teleport there now, finally. And I don't know why bears are so easy. I would have expected more out of them. Oh, they are only level 10, I guess. And here we come back to what you're going to fight 90% of the time, which is these guys. And again, I'm in an area where I'm a level or 2 up from them, so they're not terribly hard to take. I like that bouncy spell. That's pretty funny. Especially when it does that. You aim it for the back guy, and then it bounces off and comes back for the front dude. There we go. And you guys didn't like that, or what? I liked it. Alright, here we are. Another little hub. Now, they do, right off the bat, as you can see, I picked up all kinds of junk. There's no limiting of the drops. I mean, you get drops from pretty much everything. You don't see most of it get picked up when you have a pet, because he's really quick. He runs 2 feet in front of you and picks up stuff that's 60 feet away. But at this point, I mean, most of the white stuff I'm simply breaking down for crafting materials right away. Yeah. A white crafting material. Oh, right. I can sell them, but I can't extract them. And then real low-end green items as well, because they're not anywhere close to what I've got. Okay. And then we'll crack sort. There we go. There we are. So, yeah, you can get rid of items that way to help with your inventory space. And I actually have a larger inventory than most because of it. I've got one of the, they actually gave me one of the packs that was like not the base one, but sort of next one up. So not the very biggest one. You can still do a little better. I think it's got the 3rd pages open, but 2 full pages is pretty good. There we go. Story. Well, yeah. It's not only incredibly generic, and therefore, you know, pretty much forgettable. Dodge? I don't think so, fella. Dodge that. But it isn't the kind of a story thing that would, you know, give you any reason to feel invested in what was going on, either. Strangely enough, these ghosts are good at dodging. You'd think it wouldn't be something you'd practice as a ghost, but apparently it is. In fact, these skeletons were the first new enemy I'd seen for the first at least 10 levels, these skeletons and ghosts. And I suppose they only introduce new enemies in new areas, and fair enough. Sometimes these skeletons, they'll kind of decoy. They'll just sit there and do nothing, but they don't take damage either. And then when you get within a certain range, they'll kind of, well, forgive the expression, but spring to life. I mean, they are skeletons, right? And another little outpost along the route. So you get all kinds of maps. This is a basic area map. Although apparently they actually want me to do this one. Okay, fair enough. That's pretty simple. Because the other thing you get lots and lots and lots of. Yeah, you can see already my inventory is building back up. Get rid of you. Ooh, I'll have a look at that. Yeah, see, it's way better armor, but I would lose 5.3% of my attack, 5.6%, and as a trade-off, I would get an increase of 4.6% defense. So it's, again, it's just not worth it to, and almost nothing is. You know, I mean, I don't expect to be in a constant state of upgrade, but, oh, I wasn't going to do that. I actually opened my inventory to do this. Oh, I don't need to. I dragged them here. Yeah, I'm not, oops. I need to go out through here. Oh yeah, there's the door. Yes, it's amazing I can get anywhere as easily confused as I am. Alright, here we are. So, we have a look at our quests here. Yeah, see, even the quests are just... Okay, Scepter, that should be what I'm after. Ooh, this one's actually pretty reasonable. This would be the first time... I kid you not. Now, oh well, keep in mind though, that's a two-handed weapon. Alright. And... the one it's comparing it to is a one-handed weapon, so I also have another weapon in the other hand. So if I compared these once I had them, you know, there's another two-handed, and of course it's higher, right? There's a crossbow. It's exactly the same, because that's one-handed, right? Although it is nice that rather than giving me wand mastery, it gives me crossbow mastery. That will actually bring my stuff up. But there you are. So, and yeah, I kid you not, that is the very first time I've gotten a reward where there's actually something, well, not suitable for my class, but something suitable to my class that's even close to the level I need to be at. Alright, and now they are in Upper Town. I did read that much in the quest thing. So let's see if we can find our way to Upper Town. There's all kinds of merchants here. Go birdies! So, it's a fun little grinder at this point. Like I say, there's not a lot of depth to the story. The, you know, okay, that's the one to the Upper Town, which is where I believe I need to go. The lack of crafting at this point. Upper Town, okay. Alright. To whom it may concern. Alright, well. To whom it may concern doesn't exactly give me a contact. And I've got to admit, I am actually quite enjoying the gameplay. You know, but I've got a little bit of weird taste when it comes to MMOs because I kind of like, you know, I like the leveling process more than the end game. And I would say with this one, it's going to end up coming up short unless getting that second character at level 15. And this is not a fast one to level up at, by the way. I have done, well, 10 hours, as I said, to get this far. Empire Senate. Okay, that's where they wanted us to go. So yeah, if you, you know, if you like just getting out there and grinding critters. Now, one thing I will say for it, you know, for one of those games that has, well, obviously as an MMO it has to, otherwise you do something and then everybody else has to stand around. Excuse me, I had a sip there. They've got the timing of the respawns pretty darn good. And I'll be completely honest with you, man, that can make or break an MMO. It really can. You know, if you're sitting there and it takes you, you know, 10 seconds to knock this dude down and get rid of him, and yet the respawns are set to like 6 seconds, and I've run into that. You know, I mean, maybe someone twice the level could come in and keep up. But they're just trying to cover so that if 10 people show up there, you know, there'll be enough for everybody to get their, you know, 10 bear rugs or whatever they need and get out. So, but this one's got it down pretty good, at least so far. They give you enough time to move your butt out of an area before it starts to fill up again. Dungeons even have a countdown timer. So when you, finish going through a dungeon, it'll say, you know, this dungeon will reset in 3 minutes and then start counting down. So you can look for your chests, you can, you know, knock a couple of more piles of skulls over or whatever the thing is to find hidden goodies, and then still have time to get out without having the whole works of them, including the boss, who you don't need to beat again for any reason because the drops aren't legendary. Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to skip this because they've got some kind of... Alright. Yeah. You can't be having the music going on. So now, I know X. Alright, they've done something to this here. Alright, yeah, I did that. Oh. Okay. Okay, didn't I just do that? Huh. Maybe one of these things, is it? Okay, that's actually as far as I can go. So, ooh, what's this? Okay. Alright, well, I'm not sure why that went that way. Who are you, Senator? Here we are. Okay. Okay, apparently you're not the one I want to talk to. Carter. Doesn't seem to be anybody with the right name here. Oh, we got more people over here. Who we got? James Downey, Baez Danis, Harvey Satek. Ooh, Bishop Anastosi, Frederick Carter. You're not any of these people. Delane Carthy. Okay. Well, maybe skipping that cutscene wasn't a great idea. Who are you? Oh, there you are, Commander Delane Carthy. All I had to do was get the heck out of the building, eh? Imagine that. Alright. What's next for you? Okay, now this is where I get to choose one, eh? The other thing that I'm not a fan of, here we go. You see, it's only going to show me this one. I also have this equipped, right? But when I look at these, right, it does not... oh, that's two-handed and it's not that heavy. Well, I'm going to take the scepter anyway, I think. Yeah, complete the quest. Alright. So that should be a fairly major. You don't get a lot of experience. So... Mastered Harvey Sykirk in some way or other. Well, it looks like some of this is going to be wandering around town. Never my favorite part of these things, but you do get them. So yeah, let's have a look at our new toy, eh? I mean, obviously it's more powerful than any single weapon that I pack, and yet you can see it's going to drop my attack, it's going to drop my healing, it's going to drop my defense. So yip-de-doo, eh? Now, I should, however... Do I qualify to do that yet? No, I don't, eh? Okay. Incompatible equipment. What? Maybe if I pull both of these off? There we go. Yeah, I didn't think it was incompatible. Ooh, look, now my damage is 97. 60. Okay. That is kind of odd. Let's do it in the opposite side. 71. It almost seems to be basing it only on your one weapon. That's really strange. Well, let's equip that. Alright. Weird. That says 97. And yet you look here. Ooh. Well, yeah, they're way down because they're singles. But there you go. So yeah, that's the first time I've actually gotten something good for it. So I'm still having a lot of fun with it. And I guess in the long run, you know, whether there's a great story, whether the crafting is available yet. I mean, it will be in just over half a level when you get right down to it. So, you know, let's say 12 hours in, then I'll get to start crafting. Hopefully. Hopefully I didn't, you don't need, you know, you can't use anything but base materials for the first huge amount of crafting, because they started to fill up my inventory so much that, as I said, I did get rid of them. So, yeah. But I think that's going to do it for this one. Now, obviously, as I progress further, I will bring you guys back and we'll have a look at what the game is, you know, if it's any different as you move along. I'm sure it will be. That's sort of the whole idea of these. That's not going to get me where I want to go. And also, once I get to split my class, which again, that should be happening at level 15. So, there you are. Level 10 gave you a passive. That's the one thing I meant to discuss. At level 10, you get this, right, which is one passive slot. Oh, it didn't save that either. That's kind of odd. That'll up my damage a bunch. So, yeah, you get one passive slot that you get to put something in, but it's not like you get a bunch of choice. I've opened up 2 of them in the first 14 levels. So, and you don't get a second slot to use till level 30. So, but that's all right. I mean, they don't want you, you know, you don't want to end up being, you know, super powered and just sort of steamrolling your way through the entire game. It becomes very, well, I don't know, too casual to be a really good MMO at that point. So, hope you enjoyed my little breakdown of how I've done with it so far. As I say, we will visit again really soon once I've got the split class and have figured out how to work it and all of that. So, hope you enjoyed, guys. If you did, remember to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have subscribed, ding the little bell so you'll know when stuff goes up. I actually, I'm using scheduled uploading now, so my stuff will appear on YouTube in the middle of the night. Ha ha ha. Alright, guys. Take care. Ciao.